Hills, aka Cree, and I am here today to give you the scoop on how I'm feeling. We are here with another Cree Talk, and I'm talking about not how hard life is, but how excited I am for this new chapter of my life. So if you want to hear more about that, stay tuned because it is coming right up. Okay, love, so here we go. I really wanted to come on here and just give you guys an update. You know, I spilled the beans. I told you I was going to Miami and all that good stuff, but I didn't really elaborate on how I was feeling. And this is truly a full circle moment for me. And as I said in my other video, I said that I thought I would never be going back to Miami, and I thought I would never, if I had to go back, I didn't think I would ever be this excited, and I am truly so excited, not just because I'm going back to Florida, but just because I am just excited about this new chapter of my life. You know, the last couple of years for me have been like transitioning, just going through a process, growing pains, and so I feel now that I'm on the other side of that, so I feel so much freer, so much better, so much clearer, and I just been so intentional about making sure that my heart and my minds are clear for the season that I'm in, because I already feel like I'm in the new season. I'm just literally just walking things out and watching as things progress. So I'm super excited about that. But of course I have to move. So that in itself is an ordeal, but I have already started packing and I'm super excited about being warm again. I was talking to my dad today on the phone and I was like, one more month and I will be warm again. And I'm so excited. I think Peanut will be excited as well about being warm again. I did not realize when I first moved up here, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to love the seasons. And I did, but I did not realize how much I was not going to like being cold for an extended amount of time. And I didn't really realize how much I was going to miss my tan and miss the beach and miss being surrounded by water. And I will always say that moving to Atlanta was one of the best decisions of my life, and I really enjoyed my time here. It was needed at the time, and now I would say that the best decision for my life right now is to move back to Miami, Florida. So I just wanted to update you guys and let you know that I'm super excited. I feel like I am in step with God's, you know, timing. I'm in alignment with his will for my life, and that is what's most important. Sometimes we have to go back from where we come from. A lot of times we talk about just moving forward, but sometimes moving forward, not exactly going backwards, but having those full circle moments where you kind of, you know, are refreshed and renewed and you can go back to the place where you started and do things a little bit differently. I would say that where I was 15 years ago when I moved here is not where I am now. So I see life differently. Cities have changed, things have changed. I have definitely changed. So seeing life in that different light has really made a significant difference in how I'm seeing this time in my life and why I'm so excited about moving back. I just think that there's just so much for me to look forward to, so many open doors that'll be waiting for me when I walk through this. And it has definitely taken a lot of me walking and moving in faith to get to this place. It has definitely been a faith walk, because 2 years from now, I would have never thought that I would be sitting here saying I am going back to Miami, because that was just not on my radar at all. But I love the way God is so patient with us and so specific in how he moves and how he gently pushes us in the direction that we should go in, especially when we surrender our hearts to him and surrender our lives. He really gives us direction, and I really feel so much peace about the direction of my life. But more than anything, I'm excited because I feel so much joy and excitement, like, you know, with everything that has been going on, you know, with the panorama and all of that. It's just been a lot. And so to feel this amount of joy and excitement about next steps in my life has really been a blessing. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of fill you guys in on how I was feeling. Moving hasn't really been, of course, moving is you're never going to get a move where there is no stress whatsoever, but I've been like kind of taking it slowly, like packing up a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. So I'm not faced with the point where it's time to move and I'm like trying to rush and get everything done. That's what works for me. That's what works for my mind. It keeps me sane. And so that's what I've been kind of doing. And yeah, and I also wanted to share with you all, because this season I've really been intentional about learning, like just taking things in and learning as much as I possibly can about the things that I'm interested in. And so I wanted to share with you all the things that I've been learning, the apps that I've been using to learn these things, and the podcasts that I've been listening to kind of just, you know, learn and take things in. Because like I said, for me, this season is not just about doing a new thing, but it's also about just taking things in and learning as well. So give me a few minutes. I'll be right back and I'm going to show you all the things that I've been using to learn a little bit more. I'll be right back. Okay, loves, I have my phone here because I wanted to make sure that I got all of this information right. So the first thing I wanted to share is, for a long time now, I've been wanting to learn French. And, you know, those classes can be expensive. It can be expensive just going out somewhere and trying to learn French. So I decided to get the app Duolingo, and here it is right here. And no, this is not sponsored, but I just wanted to fill you in on the things that I've been using to, you know, you don't have to go out and spend a whole bunch of money in order to make your life better. And so I've been doing this app and learning French every day. And I'm very surprised at how much I didn't even realize I knew, and the words that I didn't even realize I was recognizing. And so this is a really cool app. I got the Plus edition, which is a little bit more expensive. They do give you a trial period. I think it's about a 2-week trial before you have to decide whether you want it or not. And I think it was about $80, but $80 is a lot cheaper than going out and taking a class that's $200-300, and you get, you know, so and I think it's a one-time payment, and I get all that. You learn greetings, words, all that stuff, and they teach you in a way where it's easy to kind of retain it, and it's like almost like playing a game. And so, and then you get reminders and all that good stuff. And I love this app, and I've been enjoying having fun with learning the language instead of it feeling like, oh my God, I have to learn this. I'm in a classroom, I have to take tests. So this is really a great app. And then as far as the podcast that I've been listening to, I've always listened to I've always listened sparsely to the Business of Fashion app, or podcast. And I decided this year that I was going to really do a better job of really taking in episode, listening as much as possible, learning as much as possible about the industry and what's going on with the industry. I do plan on taking, I think it's called Yellow Brick, but I do plan on taking more fashion courses when I get down to Miami and I get a little bit more settled. I wanted to do some more fashion courses and get certificates and things like that, because that is also important to me. But just educating myself, listening in on the industry, what's happening, understanding what all the buzz is about is important to me as well. The Business of Fashion also has you can do a subscription. It's a little bit expensive for me right now, so I don't have it at the moment, but I will be getting it. But for right now, I've been listening to the podcast, and it's been filling me in on a whole lot of information. What else? Of course, I listen to inspirational podcasts like Sarah Jakes Roberts' Woman Evolve podcast. I love her podcast. But another podcast where I'm learning a lot is where is this podcast? Hold on, let me go to my library, probably easier. Rants and Gems, and it's right here. And it's a real estate podcast, and I love it as well because, you know, we want to do things, but then we don't want to take the time to learn. And so right now I'm like, you know what? I'm going to soak in as much information as I possibly can, because of course I am planning on buying a home in the next 1 to 2 years. And so I want to be as educated as I possibly can be. And I just want to know about the industry, know what's going on, know the ups and downs. And like I've always said, I'm a learner. I'm a person that loves information. So for me, having that information is a positive, is a good thing. So I've been listening to that podcast as well, and I actually love it a lot. And I just try to listen to at least 1 or 2 podcasts a day just so I can get my feel in. And it doesn't take anything but your ear to actually listen, and you will be amazed at the things that you take in and the things that you retain. So those are kind of like the podcasts that I have been listening to, getting my gems from, getting my information from. I've also been listening to Java with Julie. This one right here, and it's a good one as well. It literally talks about like sexuality in the church and Christianity, and kind of like giving you a biblical point of view. She basically, it's like sitting down and interviewing those in the Christian community and talking about what we don't talk about, and that sexuality in the Christian community, and just learning more and how to just live a life that pleases God, while also, you know, living in this flesh and being a person and understanding all of those things, and understanding also the world that we're living in right now as well. So yeah, just all of that stuff, taking in all of that information, and I just wanted to share that with you guys as well, in case you're interested, in case you get inspired to start learning and start listening to podcasts. I love podcasts. They're so easy and free to just literally, like, you get so much information just from listening. And so that's one of the things that was very important to me in this season. Not just, oh, I'm going into a new season, but what am I doing? And I have so much like free space in my heart and my mind. And so I decided to fill it with learning something new. So I hope that has inspired you to do the same. And yeah, I just hope you guys have enjoyed me talking about what's going on in my life right now, giving you kind of like an update on my excitement and my readiness. And I hope that it inspires you to take that next step, to do that next hard thing. I promise you, God will meet you on the other side of it. So you have a wonderful day, night, afternoon, whenever you're watching this, and I will see you guys next time. My love and blessings. Peace out.